If you're feeling like you're not attracting the things you want or would like to have happen in your life, or if you're attracting the wrong things, you need to understand how spiritual energy works in the auric field. When you're trying to attract something, what's equally important is not what you're also attracting, but what you're giving out. What you're giving out is creating the attracting energy so that it can come back to you in the same way that it went out to begin with. So you're building up in your auric power all the things that are manifesting in your life. And if you give it the proper time to let it reach the levels that it needs to, you will manifest everything that is meant to be, everything that is part of your tapestry, everything that's in cooperation with the divine. All those things can manifest in your life. Everyone here, we're all meant to succeed in life. We're all meant to achieve whatever it is we came here to do. And we have the seeds, the power to do it. But of course, it takes effort, it takes application, and it takes spiritual power. Let's say we're looking at financial abundance. Well, in the auric field, the energy of abundance and supply comes through as this beautiful turquoise light. This is the consciousness of abundance and supply. If this energy is dominant or strong in your life, either you're already in the expression of this abundance, or you're building it, it's on its way to you, so to speak. So let's say I'm not in the abundant state that I would like to be in, and I want to build that energy, I want to attract that energy or that abundance to me. How do I do that? Well, the first thing is you've got to build up the auric power, meaning you've got to build up the consciousness of wealth. So look to your thinking and feeling. Where are you right now in that part of your life if that is an issue? If you're thinking about, I don't have enough money to pay my bills, I'm broke all the time, why am I having all these financial stresses, why X, Y? If that's in the mindset that you're in, we call that the mindset of what? Lack and limitation. I'm thinking about what I don't have. I'm not building up the consciousness of wealth and abundance. So if you're picturing in poverty, so to speak, why are you surprised when that is showing up in your life? Why are you surprised that that's what's coming back to you? So start with you. Look at where you are in your thinking and feeling, and if you are noticing these anxious, worry, financial thoughts, toss those energies out, toss those thoughts out, and start thinking in terms of abundance. Start building up that consciousness of abundance and supply, even if you have $2 in the bank. It starts with you. Remember, abundance is not first a thing. It's a state of consciousness. And the divine law says if that energy is in your aura to manifest something in your life, it will manifest. So if the energy of abundance is in your aura, that energy will manifest in your life in the form of abundance. So start with you, with your thinking and feeling. And sometimes this can really get the better of us. We may have a couple nice thoughts a day. Okay, I'm going to hold to that prosperity consciousness. I'm going to be thinking in terms of wealth and abundance. And that lasts for maybe a half an hour. So if you're doing that for half an hour and the rest of the day you're worrying about money, then it's counteracting the good that you're doing. You've got to keep consistent. When anyone's building their pathway of success, they're focusing on their goals, they're focusing on what they want to achieve. And the challenges to get there are just challenges, but not roadblocks that are stopping you from achieving what you need to do. So this starts building up this power in the auric field. And that turquoise starts to become more prominent, that beautiful consciousness of wealth. Then the other part of this is attracting wealth, attracting abundance doesn't mean you don't do anything. So it's not just I'm going to sit and I'm going to picture abundance all day long. Attraction means as you give out, it will come back to you. That's what we mean. So you've got to be giving out, which means in addition to holding to the prosperity consciousness, thinking and feeling that way and speaking that way, what are you doing? The heart chakra is all about what you're doing. So what are the things that you're doing to set that prosperity in motion? Not out of fear and worry and anxiety, but out of courage and that sense of manifesting the divine abundance. How are you going about doing it? Some people I do have challenges with prosperity. They don't realize it's a talent like anything else. Some are better at it than others, but it's a talent that everybody is learning. So build that skill. If you're not good at managing money, or if you're not good at handling things very well, learn the skill. Get better at it. Do the things you need to do in combination with this positive energy that you're building inside of you. And the two are working together, because the doing what you're moving in that positive, confident way is also building energy in your aura, that turquoise ray. It's both through the right thinking, the right feeling, the right speaking. Be careful you don't speak carelessly, and the right doing. All of those things need to come into alignment. All of them got to work together. Our beloved teacher, Barbara, gave a wonderful story of this with her oldest brother, Philip, who was born with this beautiful, fantastic operatic voice. He eventually did become a professional opera singer and a teacher, but in his young days, it was not a career. Right? He had the talent for it, but it was not yet a career. But he was working hard at it. He was training. He was doing all the networking he needed to do. He went to the places, in Europe and other that he had to really kind of make his mark. He was doing the things he needed to do. Barbara was watching his energy and his aura. And again, this career energy, the creative energy, all started getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And at one point, the energy was so strong in the auric field that she was saying to herself, his career is going to start very soon. And that's exactly what happened. So when we're doing an apprenticeship, when we're in school, yes, we're learning the mechanical things that we need to learn, or the skills, the mental tools, but you're also building the spiritual power to make something happen. And that's actually the most important of all, because that momentum, that doing of it, is very, very critical. Even right now, if there's something you want to make happen in your life, and even if, let's say, you're not making money at it, but let's say you do want to make it a career, do it anyway, pursue it. You're building the spiritual power you need, and you're also building the skills to deal with the competition you're naturally going to be facing. And this will all kind of work together. Now, this leads to another element in attracting the good things you want in your life, is you have to be consistent. Without question, in the many years of working with souls and helping people in their spiritual journey, many quit too soon. They try something out, whatever it is they're attempting to attain, and they meet some obstacles along the way, and they say, well, I guess it wasn't meant to be. They didn't give it the time. Either they were impatient, they wanted the answer now, or the results now, or they just got discouraged. They thought, well, if it was meant to be, it would just sort of fall into my lap. That is not the truth. That's not how it works. Yes, every once in a while you hear a story of a kind of a success that appears to happen quickly, but sometimes when you get under the hood, you realize, there was many years of struggle before that, and then there was a sort of overnight success moment that was many years in the making. If you really feel this is something of value to you, something you really want to build, you have got to stay with it as long as it takes. Don't be impatient. Don't be the jackrabbit when it comes to this. Things build over time. The little sapling doesn't become the tree overnight. You may be giving it all the right water, all the right nourishment, the sunlight, everything is there and it's doing just fine, but you can't suddenly expect it to be fully grown. You've got to give it its time. So by taking the broader picture of things, which is also how the auric energies work, then you're going to create this enduring success. That's what you want. There are aspects of your auric field that are changing quickly as your thoughts are changing and feelings, but there are other aspects that change more slowly over time and over consistent effort. So you're building everything that's helping you and what you're attempting to achieve is building the power piece by piece, this brick. You're building your house of success in your energy field. And again, by divine law, it will manifest in your life. And here we have to be careful not to compare ourselves to others. Don't bemoan your fate. If you see somebody doing the thing you would want to do or successful when you feel you're not at that success, don't be jealous of that. Don't compare yourself to that person or situation. If it's something you really want, use that situation as the example. Achievement in any field of endeavor is the example of what we ourselves can accomplish when we're dedicated to the task. If you start comparing yourself to others, right away you're demoting yourself. And that's going to create a contrary energy. If you start getting jealous, that creates a very negative energy in the auric field, which is counteracting the very thing that you're trying to create. So keeping that I'm in control of my life, taking that responsibility for the things you're doing in your life, all those things are, again, building up power in your auric field. Another key element of attracting what you want in your life through the aura is a certain flexibility. Quite frankly, we don't always know exactly what's in our best interests. We may think we want something, but maybe something else is really a lot better for us. So this isn't also magic that we're trying to do right now. This isn't trying to force something in one way or another. When you are putting something out in the universe and asking it to come back to you, kind of multiplied, you are asking according to divine law and love for the good of all concerned. You want this to be a win-win situation for everyone. And when you are doing things in the natural flow of life, and that's coming back to you, it's part of a bigger picture of life. So in other words, if you are learning to manifest wealth, or wealth was not apparent before, and then that starts to seemingly flow in effortlessly because of all the effort that you put into it, it also means you're moving in harmony with the divine nature of life and that part of life, because prosperity is part of the divine flow of life too. So yes, there's the effortlessness. You put the effort in, but how it comes back to you starts to feel more effortless because you're in what? You're in that natural flow. You know, in Qigong, when they talk about the movements, they often refer to it like water, things moving very fluidly, very smoothly. So if you're feeling like you're forcing or struggling there, how can I accomplish the most with the least amount of effort? Yes, sometimes we have to break new ground, and it's going to take a lot of effort to move that big stone or clear that part of the land, but it's the attitude you're putting into it. And as it does come back, it will be the fruits of your labor. And to trust in this, that it will happen. If you've done your end of the bargain, if you've done your part, built the energy, do the things you needed, let go of the outcome. It will come back to you. Let it be. Let life flow in its natural divine rhythms. The essential thing to understand here is that we are all here to build up our auric power. It is the fuel of our evolution. So wherever you're seeing the desire to create something more in your life, where you would like to see some change or some new things happen, you're trying to beautify that part of your life. You're trying to beautify that part of your auric field. And the wonderful thing is, as you get this piece of your life stronger, as you start to see the good returning, then you can build on that, and you can do here too. It adds on to each other. So it's not one thing only and not another. You're accumulating these wonderful things that you'll be doing throughout the entirety of your life. If you want to learn more about metaphysics and your spiritual evolution, check out our website, spiritualarts.org. And please subscribe to this channel for more videos like this.